She just a fan with me, love with me, loves with me, with me, with me. I see them looking at me. I can see in your eyes that it's jealousy. And I wish it would be bold enough to step to me, step to me.
It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd looks to cheer on the Cavaliers. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off a good outing against Orlando.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
2 shots.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
I think obviously they're hoping to establish the pace early. They're so much more efficient when they're able to get to their tempo game.
O'Neal.
A sturdy 6'5". Johnson's strength makes him a quality defensive player.
Pass to Wiseman. Now here's Green. Nice move. Misses off the left iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Harden with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Shot by Collins, no good. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. Looking for the first basket of the game.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And Green puts up a deep three. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Wiseman. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the number 2 overall pick in the draft. And that's really changed the landscape.
Craig talking about the great John Morant. This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Jaw's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now Harden, after Keldon Johnson missed from long range. Collins with it. He's picked up by Morant. A 3-ball. They grab their own miss. And finished off by Wiseman.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Now, here is Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Harden, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with the miss.
And Green puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Green's got 10 points in the game.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Pass to Wiseman. And here is Green. Morant outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there it is for him.
Well, you can tell that over time, Oladipo has gained more and more confidence in his scoring ability, especially that close to the 10.
Here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Here's Oladipo. Morant with some nice D. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Cavaliers. He witnessed him delivering a series.
The Pistons, 10.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Bosch. And he drives in. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Pass to Moody. Out left to the wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Murphy can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ball's knocked loose. Smith with it, and Bosch picks him up defensively. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Oladipo. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a killer, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks.
At the line for your captain.
And so Murphy hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
To the paint. Here's Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Here's Banton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes. 2-1-5.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a just match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Harden surveying the D. The three. Wiseman with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garnett. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
And the basket by Harden.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
To the inside. Nifty move. And the shot is good from Garnett. Garnett's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Harden with it. Wiseman picks him up. Harden, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Green inside the three-point line. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Zubac. Harden can't hit.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Baseline J on the way. Rebound, Detroit. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. There's the steal. And so that brings the first half to a close. Cavaliers lead by 13. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Launches it, and he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Detroit.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the wide open shot from Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
The 3 from Harden. Another 3 for Detroit.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Morant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Pistons trailed by 12. And here's Harden for 3. Harden missing again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Garnett is doubled. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Detroit, trailing by 13. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Pass to Wiseman on the wing. Johnson for the key Morant. They set the pick. Shot from 16. No good on that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. Harden with it. He's picked up by Morant. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you're that wide open, I can promise you James Harden will find you.
Morant. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Kicks it out to Harden. From deep three-point range, Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Back to Green. Cleveland moving it around. And they double up Garnett. Takes the 13-footer. Count that bucket. Garnett's got his third basket of the night.
Well, the 5th player in NBA history to log more than 50,000 minutes. KG still getting it done inside.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Harden. Garnett grabs the board.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. .130 left to play in the third. Here's Moody. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Bogdanovic. Another three for Detroit.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Here's Benton. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Pass to Benton. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Cavaliers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And the second free throw, good. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Oladipo outside. Pass to Bogdanovic. Now Collins. Shot clock at 5. Bosh, the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Murphy.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
.11 seconds left in the third. Down low. Outside Bogdanovic. This one for three. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere.
The Pistons, 37.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Morant will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kicks it out to Garnett. Back to Morant. Cleveland the rebound. Fires the three. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Your Cavaliers, James Wiseman.
Cleveland leading by 4. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Piston substitution. James Harden.
And here's Morant. Looking to get it going. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Cavs. Now Harden. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. There's a screen by Collins. Tries it from the top of the key. That shot missing. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Harden outside. Back to Bogdanovich. Lets the three fly. John Morant grabs the rebound. On the wing, Johnson. Morant outside. Garnett the screen. And John Morant with the three. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
There's a screen by Collins. That one a little long. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Morant with a wide open look. And another three for Cleveland.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Outside Collins. Over Garnett. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Cavaliers on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Collins. Green with the block.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up on you. Might have just surprised the shooter.
Here's Garnett. That shot misses. And it's Detroit the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A three from Bogdanovich. Drills the three-pointer.
And with Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Inside. Morant with it. Back to Wiseman. For the three. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Harden outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in just the second half. .122 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morant's got 10 points in the quarter.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Well, if you need a bucket, there's no guy you probably want more than James Harden doing his thing. Ball on the string, you need to score it, no problem.
Johnson outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Count it. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Morant with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Back to Green. Morant outside. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Detroit ball.
Harden outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Harden outside. Good.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it.
Cause I know these ain't gon' hand that new suit, yeah, big boss. I'm knowing I ain't here, not a young thing. Double back twice in a row, 3-3. Planes all in my home, First Street. Tell it loud when I make a song, let my brother day. She be all on me like, she need me. I don't need you at all. She believe me. She be mad every time when I really ain't know. Got me posted all alone where the slums be. Lot of money on the line, what I'm going hard for. You don't stick with me now, long run, you will see. Don't go. Take off, they tell you that they lying, that they saying that they seen me. No so, yeah, big boss. And I ain't telling business, I'm a big B. Yeah, talking about you. Told her just splash whole lot of water on me. Why we RACE, no cool. Take off, cause I know they ain't gon' hand that new suit. Yeah, big boss. I'm knowing I ain't here, not a young thing. Double back twice in a row. 3.
We've got basketball action in Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers, here on 2K Sports. Here we go. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. With that road trip behind him, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Drills it from outside. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
The shot's good from Wiseman.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. He said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go.
And you see Bamba on the offensive end. Very raw, but has potential, particularly from this range.
Now here's Morant. Here's Garnett. Again, the Cavaliers score. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Just 4 to shoot. They get the rebound. Back to Johnson. Garnett, right side. Over Giddey.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Eddie Jones.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation. And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. A three from Morant. A three-pointer is right on target.
When you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Cleveland. And Morant throws it down.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Green. Morant outside. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 2. It's the NBA.
13.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers? Cavaliers leading. Here's Banton. There's Green with the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And he makes all 3. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Here's Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
There's Green with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 10 points.
Okay, that's an impressive range from Green. Daring the defense to cover him that far out. But look, he can have that.
On deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, no luck. Down low. Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Banton. And no good. And Boston will go the other way with it. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Cavaliers trailing. Back to Green. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
Dick can't get it to go. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that verb. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And it's Cooper missing.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Garnett. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Dick. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Morant. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Shot missing. The Celtics with the lead. Morant with the steal. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Kicks it out to Johnson. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Good on the shot. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Garnett inside. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Moody. Buries it from three-point range. Moody's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide-open man there.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now, here's Morant for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. Hope it didn't jinx him.
And Garnett misses. Boston trailing. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And have yourself a night, Shea. We know he can dish it, but when he needs to, SGA can just take over offensively.
Pass to Garnett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. It's a 1-point game. Wiseman with the ball. Back to Morant. It's good from long range. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Cleveland leading by 4. From the arc. Boston grabs the miss. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Williams. Pass to Bamba. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Bamba's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Garnett. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the two-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
God, that's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
For the three, nailed from three-point land. And that'll tie this game up.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Here's Garnett. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pass to Dick. And that one is hammered home.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Morant. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Celtics making a switch here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Here's Banton. And it's sent back by Lopez. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Dick can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
.50 seconds left in the third quarter.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Lopez a screen. Here's Giddey. Rebound by Smith.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
The Cavaliers have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
At the line for your time.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Giddey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. So he gets them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Murphy. Back to Green. Here's the 3. Good on the triple. Green's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
For Jalen Green to be an all-star level guy, he's got to knock down those threes.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Cavaliers. He ends up...
The Celtics, 43.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Now Giddey. And they recover it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Morant left side. Over Jones. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics. The three from Morant. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Bamba sets a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Cleveland with the ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. It's Morant with the drop. And Smith with the stop.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Showtime. Eddie Jones has incredible hops.
Johnson outside. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Giddey with it. Now Green defending. The shot's good. And the Celtics lead by 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
On the wing, Green. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Jalen Green, his first team foul.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Kevin Garnett.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Here's Morant. Cleveland moving it around. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Morant.
Good read from Johnson. Every year he seems to improve as a passer.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't bank that one in. The Cavaliers trail by 4. From deep, Green. And the 3-ball is good.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. That's slammed in by Jones.
And that's a clutch bucket from Jones, showing some leadership in a huge moment.
Boston leading by 3. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Bamba. Money!
He's showing he wants to be the man. Bamba has the hunger to step up in those big moments. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Nobody near Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. It's stolen by Jones. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and
amazing, consider that y'all grace. Apologize ahead of time for flying y'all face. Turn it in a cause it's not far away. Know where y'all stay. So let's keep it player while fighting. We can do all day. She wanna crash at my crib tonight, but she leave eyelashes and stupid my gon' find. With a Pikachu beanie on top of Murakami pillow eating Synagogue. A lot of come around me try to be the same, but I can't practice with no that's not in the game. I'm black, Irishman. When I started balling, I was sliding. I was in the club before I was 21. Now I'm with a savage and she 21. I used to rap 200s around 21s. What was I doing? Now I'm in Atlanta, shout out 21. Started in the back, now I'm in the front. In a do-rag and a beater like I'm Iverson. Yeah. They used to try to leave me out the flyer for the show. Now my trailer say it's Guap Dad on HBO. Get delivered to my. I'm in Cologne, smelling like buying cologne. Miami, it's not cold. No, we not on a boat. I'm on the river with my bros. We in trap with at least 15. I did 10,000 hours, then did 15 more. Cause I'm always trying to double my stats and team goals. In the middle like bingo with no prize to take. So we both on the floor, but you ain't never played. You a fan, have a seat, sit down and watch the game. I'm black, Irishman, yeah. When I started balling, I was sliding. I was in the club before I was 21. Now I'm with a savage and she 21. I used to rap 200s around 21. Stupid young. Now I'm in Atlanta, shout out 21. Started in the back, now I'm in the front. Do-rag and a beater like I'm Iverson. Waved up.
Chains on, walked in this, put on my chains on. Yeah, she finna do what I say so. Okay, she finna do what I say so. Walk, 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 walk. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Thought that was and spent the 50 ball. How was you? Ran out of in Colombia, and she called my phone. That's not my son. Walked in. 80,000.